Good morning, fellow YouTubers. Well, I went to work on my rear wheel today, and I've been trying everything I could to get these bearings out because they're toasted. I ran screwdrivers and different rods and stuff through to see if I could get on the other end and then pound it through, and it didn't work. So I finally went in and watched the Rocky Mountain ATV folks do it, and what they did was they used one of these. Not this particular one, this one's from Harbor Freight. They're trying to sell one there, Rocky Mountain, which I'm sure would cost more. But anyway, I went and bought one, and you stick these down in and run the bolt in and it spreads it out, and hopefully that will be able to, with the slide hammer, bring both of these bearings out. They're pretty well rusted in, but we'll give it a shot. Well, here we go. You put it down in there, and I'll show you one of the other ones here. They have a lip on the bottom, so you stick this down in the hole. You find there's 4 different ones. And then when you tighten this screw, it spreads this out so it will hold, hopefully. Then, once you get that in, you grab your slide hammer, which is a pretty good sized one. And with a little bit of luck, well, it didn't break anyway. But I tell you what, that bearing didn't move. That's about as tight as it's going to go. So, let's try it. It's not moving at all. Wow. Finally. Wow. Let's turn it over and see what happens. See if that's hot. Probably. The bearing was shot, by the way. I tried everything on this, and I tried cutting the center out of it and everything I could do. But well, let's see what happens. Man. All right. What we're going to do Alright, this has come out now, so I may be able to get something in there to pound it out with a big hammer. Alright, I need to get something to get a hold of this with. So that should do nicely. And that won't come out either. I wonder where. I think it came out. I hope it did. Yep. Now, we can maybe get this in there and get it to lock in. Sometimes you just have to get a bigger hammer. I don't think that went through, did it? Did it? It did! Wow! Gonna figure out how to clean that out in there, I think. Clean the inside of this. All right, well, I got both the bearings in, the new ones. So now I gotta go out and assemble my, well, I need to take this tire apart, or wheel apart, get the tire off. Let's see, it doesn't have any bead lockers. So let the air out, break the bead, and get the tire off. That sits a little better that way. GoPro, stop recording. Alright, so we got the new bearings in. This side and this side. This one's sealed. The other one I had to pack with grease. And I'll clean all that up in there, that rust on the brake. And I got to take the spokes all off. So let's see how we're going to do this. Well, as you could see, I had a lot of problems with getting the bearings out of my rear wheel. The bearings were toast, so they had to come out. I tried pounding them through, sticking a rod down through and pounding them out, but that didn't work. I finally ended up going over to Harbor Freight and getting a bearing puller set with a slide hammer. and even that had problems. I finally heated the one side that is where the bearing's set in aluminum, and the bearing puller pulled it out. That allowed me to get the spacer that's in between the two bearings, which kept me from getting a punch to get some purchase on the other bearing to drive it through. I got that out. Even that would fought me all the way. So once I got the one bearing out, then I was able to get the punch through there and got myself a big hammer and pounded it out. The other one, it broke when it came out. So the bearings came out. I cleaned up the it's not a race, the race is on the bearing itself, but the space where it presses into, and bearings are in there in good shape. And as a matter of fact, I did it twice because I forgot to put the spacer between the two bearings when I put it back together. But it's in there now, and I cut the spokes off rather than try to disconnect them or screw them apart or whatever. I got new ones, so it would have been just a waste of time. So what else? I'll get on with getting all the parts cleaned up and getting everything back together. I got to put the wheel back together with spokes. I've never done that before. I'll probably film that as well. And I'm not sure if I'll post this one separately or wait until I put the one back together. So that's all for today. Have a great day, and subscribe if you'd like, and we'll see you on the next one.